Hello everyone, welcome to questions 3 through 9. The directions say solve for the indicated values. Each diagram features a tangent. So remember that a tangent line is going to touch the circle one time, okay? And so this line will be tangent, this line will be tangent, touching it one time. This will be our tangent line. These will be our tangent lines from A to B, A to D. We have A to D, A to B. So all of these are going to be tangent. And so because these are tangent, I'm going to color code these. These are tangent, and we learned a theorem that said that if two tangent lines intersect outside of the circle, that those lengths are going to be the same. So I think I called this in my class, we called this the ice cream cone theorem. The left-hand side of the cone is the same as the right-hand side of the cone, and then we will do that over here as well. So it says if they appear to be tangent, they are a tangent. So you get to assume that all of these are tangent, because it says that in the directions. Now, you could not do this unless it said so in the directions. So here we go. All right, so now let's look at a few of these problems, because there are some properties that come with tangent, and we're going to look at those together, okay? So let's look at number 3. Number 3, what I notice is that I have these two tangent lines that intersect outside of the circle, and I know that those are going to be congruent to each other. So those two pieces are going to be congruent. I also have a radius of the circle and a radius of the circle. And so I know that those are going to be congruent to each other as well. This creates a kite on top of this circle. And I know that this is a quadrilateral, and because it is a quadrilateral, those are going to have a sum of 360 degrees on the interior, okay? But because it says tangent, each diagram features a tangent, I'd also know that I get to add some right angles. I get to add a right angle here at this point of tangency, and I get to add a right angle here at this point of tangency. So there are two ways you can do this. You could do 360 minus 90. Let's write this vertically. 360 minus 90 minus 90 minus 110. That is one option, okay? And when you do that, that is going to give you 70 degrees. So x is going to be equal to 70. The question mark is going to be equal to 70. Or we also learned something that said this green angle and this pink angle are going to have a sum of 180. Those are going to be supplementary to each other. Because if it's a kite and both of these are right angles, then I know that I have spent 180 degrees already. So another way you could do that is to say, or we could do 180 minus 110 is going to give me 70 degrees. So you could do it either way. Either way is totally acceptable. The faster way is to use the fact that those are supplementary, but you could also use the quadrilateral sum, knowing that that is a kite. All right, let's look at number 4. I've got a tangent line, and so the first thing I get to do is say, okay, well, if that line is tangent, just like over here, we know that this is going to create a right angle with the radius. So here's my radius. It's going to be perpendicular to that radius, okay? And so now we see this shape. I've got a right triangle happening on this shape. And so what do we know about this triangle? This is going to be a triangle. It is going to have a sum of 180 degrees. There's my triangle, okay? So the math that we're going to be able to do easily there is 180 minus the 90-degree angle minus the 36-degree angle. So what does that give us for this angle that is left? That is going to give us 54 degrees. So that angle up there for x is going to be 54, okay? And so the previous problem was a quadrilateral. This problem was a triangle. So 180 minus 90 minus 36 gave me 54. All right. Sorry if y'all can hear my kids yelling. They just must have woken up from nap. All right. So now we have tangent lines happening again. And I know that A to B is going to be congruent to A to D. Those intersect out here at point A. And so since those are both tangent to the circle, it must be the same distance to the circle. So those lengths are going to be congruent. And so I can take x plus 4 and I can set it equal to 19. So I'd subtract 4 from both sides. So x is going to be equal to 15. X is 15. Okay, let's look at number 7. Same thing, they intersect at point A. And so I know that these two distances are going to be congruent. Oh, let me not write on top of that, that'd be better. All right, so 5x minus 8, that is going to be equal to 2x plus 7. I'd get my x's on the same side. I'd get 3x minus 8 equals 7, and then I'd add 8 to both sides. We'd get 3x equals 15. If 3x is equal to 15, you'd divide by 3 on both sides and you'd get 5. So the value of x is 5. If you want to be extra sure that you did it right, go back and plug it into both and make sure it's the same. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 7 is 17 for AB. But also 5 times 5 is 25 minus 8 is also 17. So I know that I did that one right. All right, so now we've got this circle that has a bunch of different tangent lines. And so 8 is the right-hand side of this cone. So 8 is also going to be the left-hand side of this cone. 3 is the right-hand side of this red one. So that's also going to be 3 over here. We've got 17. It's going to be 17 over here as well. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be the same as this one. So when it says the perimeter, I'm going to add all of those together. So you bring it all the way around town and add all of those numbers together. Or another easy way to do it is just to do 8 plus 3 plus 17. Let me do that one more time. 8 plus 3 plus 17 plus 7. And that's 35. If I multiply that by 2, that's going to give me a perimeter of 70. You'd get the same thing, though, if you did 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3 plus 17 plus 17 plus 7 plus 7. That's going to give you 70, okay? All right, number 9, very, very similar. Let's see, this is 9, so this is not, oh, goodness, this is 9. So this piece, this tangent line is also going to be 9. Then we have this tangent portion. This is 3, so this is going to be 3. This is 2, so this is also going to be 2. And this is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be 5 as well. So again, when you add up the perimeter, you can do, just do a blue one, a pink one, a green one, and a dark blue one, and then just double that. So that would be 9 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 19 times 2 is going to give me a perimeter of 38 inches. Double check it if you want to by doing 9 plus 9 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. 38 inches. All right, I will make a new video for the next section.